Hello everyone, welcome to another RouterGods video. My name is Humphrey Cheung. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. It's 2010, almost 2011, and here we go. We're going to start off with a RouterGods Extreme video. This is for the guys who are doing CCNP and CCIE. So this is going to be Topology 10. I'm going to bring it into the screen right here. Topology 10, we're going to use this for some of our EIGRP, OSPF, and possibly some other labs. It is a 4-router square, R1, R2, R3, R4. You could see it's pretty simple. Everything is a full mesh. So we have fast Ethernet links between R1 to R2, R1 to R4, R1 to R3, and then everything connects to everything else, which is what a full mesh is. Every router has a loopback, all 1s, all 2s, all 3s, and all 4s, and the links in between the IP addresses are pretty easy. It's 1010.12x. And the 12 signifies it's a link between router 1 and router 2. Between router 1 and router 4, you can guess it's 1010.14. And between routers 3 and router 2, it's 1010.23. And then on the sides, it's 1010.13 and 1010.24. If you're going for CCNP and CCIE, you probably don't need to view this video to set this up. But just in case, we're going to run through it pretty quickly. We're going to use, obviously, GNS3. We're going to drag in our 3725 routers. Going to drag 4 of them in there. Router 1, router 2, router 3, and router 4. All right, going to get rid of the node types window. Going to organize it something like this. And by the way, the nickname for this topology is the Square of Sorrow. I wanted to call it the Square of Doom, but didn't exactly rhyme correctly. So, Square of Sorrow, we've got 4 routers here. Now, as you probably noticed on the map, on the topology here, each router has 3 links outbound, but by default, R1 only comes with a 2 output fast Ethernet interface. Whoa, I popped in a 7200. Gonna kill that. Let's see what these other ones were. Oh, those were all 7200s. And that's a 3700. Okay, so it looks like I did 7200s for R1 and R2. I'm going to quickly remake that. My apologies, I messed up. There we go. Okay, now I just need to change these names here. And R6 becomes R2. All right. Back to square one. Okay, so now as I go into configure on R1, you should see that as far as slots is concerned, we have a fast Ethernet interface. This has fast Ethernet 00 and 01. I need one more. I need a 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the drop down for slot 1 and add another fast Ethernet interface. I'm going to do this to all 3 routers. Fortunately, I don't know of any easy or quick way of doing this. You just have to click into each router, go to slots, slot 1, and FE-TX. And this is our last one here. Okay, we should be good to go. Now that we have the correct slots into each router, we're going to connect them up according to our diagram here. So 00 goes out that way to 00 on R2. So that should be pretty easy. And just for kicks, or you probably should do this, is click on the show interface names just so you could see everything there. Let's bring in our diagram. You could see fast 01 goes to fast 00 on R3. So fast 01 to fast 00. And fast 10 goes to fast 00 on R4. Okay. Now we're going to look up R2. R2, we've already done this side to R1. Fast 01 goes to fast 01 on R4. Fast 01, fast 01. And our last link for R2, fast 10 goes to fast 10 on R3. So that's pretty easy. Fast 10 goes to fast 1. Whoa. Gotta click on that router there. Fast 10, fast 10. And let's see, R3, fast 01 goes to fast 10 on R4. Actually, it's the only thing we have left. So fast01 goes to fast10. All right, going to click off of our add link button. I'm going to spread these routers out just to make things a little bit more viewable. I'm going to move these interface labels for readability's sake. Something like that. And going to move the router name a little bit. Okay, that should be pretty good. And then what you want to do, what you definitely want to do is label the IP addresses. So up top, 10.10.12x/24, 10.10.14x between router 1 and router 4, this diagonal right here. 10.10.23-x or .x. This is the diagonal between routers 2 and router 3. Our left side is going to be 10.10.13x. And on our right side, 10.10.24.x. And finally for our bottom, 10.10.34.x/24. All right, so now that you have this lovely diagram up, you definitely want to save your topology, so save as, and save it to whatever you want. I've already done so. You also want to export a JPEG or PNG so that you'll have a lovely picture just like this for future reference. Okay, fire up your routers, click that green play button. And now we're going to set up the configs on the routers themselves. It's just going to be the basic IP addressing and all of the starting junk that you should pop into all of your Cisco routers when you're doing practicing, or if you're in real life. Well, maybe not in real life. You might not do no IP domain lookup in real life, but okay. I'm going to click on Telnet and PuTTY fires up on all of our routers. Got everything up. I'm going to sort of move them around here. Okay, so going to get past this stupid dialog screen here. No on all 4 routers. And they're going to all fire up. Okay. So we're going to use Notepad to speed this up considerably. I'm going to pop Notepad in there. So we want enable config T. Not going to do the hostname yet because the hostname is going to be different on all 4 routers. But we're going to do the no IP domain lookup. I'm going to do line console 0, logging synchronous, no exec timeout, and pop in an exit to get back to our command line or get back to our regular config. Going to copy that, and here we go. Right click into each router, boom, 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 and boom. Finish that off, and we're good. So all I need to do is change the host name on each router. So hostname R1, hostname R2, hostname R3, capital R's on this one, hostname R4, and now we're good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move all of my excess windows out of the screen and just deal with the current router that I'm working on. I'm going to do it systematically, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now we're working on R1. What we need to do is go into each interface and give it IP addresses. So interface fast00, IP address 10.10.12.1, 1 being our number of router, and it is a /24. Now before I do no shut, I'm going to bring Notepad back in. What we want to do is lock in the speeds and the duplex so that we don't get any errors. So to do that, you have to do speed 100, duplex full. Going to copy that in there. And reason I'm copying in there is we're going to have to do this command on every single interface on every single router. So that's going to be 12 interfaces total. And I just want to make my life a little bit easier. And no shut. Actually, we should probably add no shut into this. That way I don't have to type that extra command in. Okay, so we've got interface fast 00 up, interface fast 01, IP address 10.10.13.1, right click, interface fast 10, IP address 10.10.14.1, right click, and we should be done on R1. Everything looks pretty good. Do a RW or a copy run start if you prefer. Now we're going to do R2. So bringing in R2, interface fast 00, IP address 10.10.12.2, right click, interface fast 01, IP address 10.10.24.2, right click on that, interface fast 10, IP address 10.10.23.2, right click, and we're done on R2. Actually, not completely done. I'm going to go back to R1. I have forgotten to put in the loopbacks. Silly me. So loopback 0, 1.1.1.1/24. Actually, we're going to make that a /32. You would never do that. Okay. And R2, 2.2.2.2/32. And you probably get the picture, 3333/32. And 4444/32 for router 4. Okay, so now go back to R1, conf t, interface loopback 0, IP address all ones, and that's a /32, so that's all 255s. Now we can exit out of there, do a quick write mem, and we're good for R1. Go back to R2. All we have to do is add the loopback, so int loopback 0, IP address all 2s, and that's a /32. Okay, so we're good on R2. Quickly go to R3. And on R3, let's do the loopback on R3 first, so we don't forget. No shut on that. Interface fast 00, IP address 10.10.13.3. Right click, interface fast 01. This is between R3 and R4, so 10.10.34.3. Whoa, can't have that mask. Let's see what we got here. Okay, there we go. Right click on that. Interface fast 10, IP address 10.10.23.3. Right click on that. Show IP int br, and we're good. Write mem. Move that off screen. And our final one is going to be R4. Int loopback 0, IP address 4444. Int fast 00. This is between, let's see here, R4 and R1, so IP address 10.10.144. Right click on that. Int fast 01. This is between 2 and 4, so IP address 10.10.24.4. Right click, and our final IP address fast 10, IP address 10.10.34.4. Right click, and we are done. Just going to do a quick ping test between a couple routes. I'm going to ping 10.10.14.1, ping 10.10.24.2, and that's good enough for me. All right, and finally what you definitely want to do is go up here, save your configs by clicking on configs, extract to directory, and save it to the same directory as you saved your topology, just to make your life a lot easier. All right, so that's topology 10 for our RouterGods Extreme guys going for CCNP and CCIE. Thanks for watching.